to shoo my cat out of here because he decided to climb up and sit right in the middle of my area I was using to test the camera. And he was sitting on top of all the rares that I collected from my 2 pre-release kits and my prize packs. And that was no good. So I can't guarantee he won't do it again. So he is temporarily banished. But don't worry, we have a cat friend here to creepily stare into the camera, which is currently my phone. I have I do have a mobile camera, but it is Logitech, so, and it is a very poor quality Logitech camera, so I'm not too thrilled with the quality. I can't get it to focus. So phone, doing some audio capture. Alright, so we're on pack 1. Got True Fire Captain. I'm probably just put it off camera. Don't really have a format set up for this yet. Hazda Marshal. Enhanced Surveillance. And rare number 1. Hatchery Spider. I don't think this is really worth anything, but it is a pretty neat green creature that I'm probably going to throw in my mono green EDH deck, depending. He does cost 7, which is not too hard in mono green to get, but he relies on Undergrowth too, so I don't really have any self-mill in my mono green deck. Just have to kind of let creatures die from board wipes and then play it. Imagine that would be very good in like a Maelstrom Wanderer deck because I see the 7 CMC on it. Alright, we're back to uncommons. I don't think any of the uncommons in the set are worth anything, but might as well do the build-up. And the rare. Sacred Foundry, yeah, shock number 1. Alright, cool. I think I definitely want the Naya shocks because it's per likely I want like a white and green. And then happen. But anyway, rare number 2, shock number 1. Back to uncommons again. Yeah, unfortunately I lost in round 5 tonight to just bad luck on my own draws, and I'm not saying that really to be salty. Like mold to 1, mold to 6 both game 1 and 2. And just couldn't draw nothing but lands. My opponent outgassed me. Alright, first mythic of the box is Underrealm Lich. I don't really know where this is played outside Limited. Maybe an EDH deck would be nice. Like, I could throw this in my Lord Windgrace. Cool. Not the mythic I was hoping for, but I think most of the value in this set is in the rare slot anyway, so with some exceptions. I really want the Divine Visitation mythic. If not for standard, then for EDH. Oop. Yeah, I don't really do much specific. I got that camera last year when we were doing recordings for the Extra Life gaming marathon. It's fine for like if you want to see people, but it's not fine if you want to read words. Nice. This is a deck that I'm probably not going to play. Not really much into like a foil Guildgate and a Guildgate. Cool. Not really much into like the instant speed control Izzet type decks. Like I think Izzet's probably going to be a thing. Like there's just too many good wizards and burn and instant speed blue and red spells to not be. Crackling this right into the microphone, so I'm sure it sounds lovely. Let of Champion, which I saw some of him in my pool today. Plague Crafter. Better than the 3 mana 3/3 that gains your opponent 4 life. Seems great for an aggro deck. And we have Assure Assemble. I'm more than happy to get this rare because I want to play Selesnya in standard if I do play standard. It's going to be Selesnya of some form. Wouldn't mind doing like a white-green good stuff. I know everyone's trying to jam a token deck, which is probably better. Tokens definitely got a lot of help. I opened Amara in my Amara Tendrils, the white-green legendary in my pool today. She got a lot of attention, but I don't think she's as good as people were giving her credit for. A 2/2 for 2 that might give you a couple 1/1s is good. I'm not Thousand Year Storm. Okay. Mythic number 2. I don't really play an EDH deck that runs this, but this seems like it could see play in Standard maybe. In some type of cool Storm deck. But this is obviously an EDH card, and I like EDH cards. In my prize packs, I didn't get any shock lands, but I did get a Knight of Autumn, which I am looking for. I got Chromatic Lantern, which is always good. Not much else, though. I'm definitely looking for as many shocks as I can, because I was not around much for the old Ravnica days where shocks were free-flowing. And another Chromatic Lantern, just as I said, that is a fine pickup. Another rare, which could be worth something at some point, because I can see that being, it's a Crush Contraband. I can see that seeing play in EDH. That's what people were saying. I think I would probably run that over Return to Dust, honestly. Like, Return to Dust only hits enchantments, if I'm not mistaken. And you want to be able to hit artifacts, too, so. I did buy 2 boxes of Guilds of Ravnica. The second one I'm probably going to be using for a sealed tournament of some sort. Or not a sealed, but a draft tournament. This, Price of Fame. Inescapable Blaze, which is good for limited. And this fucking card. Alright, so this is the 4th one of these I've opened. Out of 2 sealed pools, 9 prize packs, and 5 packs? Ridiculous. This thing must have like a really high drop rate among their secret system they used to determine how often certain rares appear. It's not 1 for 1. I know that for damn sure, because that's the 5th one I've opened. It's ridiculous. I want to pick Selesnya. I might do another pre-release tomorrow. I might pick Selesnya. And if I open another one of those, I'm going to be furious. It's like, maybe it'll see play, but I don't care. I don't like that card. 5 mana to get 3 cards back from your graveyard. Get out of town. Black can get creatures back at a much more efficient cost. And other sets. Maybe not this one. This guy won an opponent in the game because he gained life enough to get him out of lethal range when I drew the Ox that taps their creatures. I would have been able to attack and kill him, but he had gained too much life for that creature. And we have Runaway Steamkin. Sure. We're currently on pack number 10, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely underestimated the lockets. I had a 23rd card. I kept bouncing around, and I did have a Selesnya and a Boros locket, and I was running them both those colors. And I should have played the locket just because that draw 2 is so significant when you run out of gas. And Gruesome Menagerie. I revealed it a little bit early, but I've opened 3 of these now, too. Not too jazzed about it. I think I almost have a playset of Temple Garden at this point, just because I did buy a few of those from some of my modern decks, which I can slot out for standard if I ever needed it. Electrostatic Field. Golgari Find Broker, another Crush Contraband, and another Mythic Phoenix. Yeah. This is Arclight Phoenix. I could see myself eventually building a Phoenix EDH tribal deck, but last time I checked on Scryfall, there were not really enough Phoeningis to, or whatever the hell the plural is, to actually get there. I also got my code for a free sealed event on MTG Arena, so I'll probably record some more of that. Good clue for when you're recording is to plug in your microphone. Otherwise, you'll have wasted several hours with no audio. Book Devourer, World Soul Colossus, and we have Resurgence and Response. Flip card. Additional combat phase. I did have a Boros Angels deck. I switched it to some greedy nonsense. Attracts the Angel Tribal EDH deck, and it's just basically, how can I treat out these kind of mediocre angels when I could treat out actual good creatures? is definitely not a competitive deck. Demotion. Conclave Cavalier. I would have loved to have seen some of those today as well. Lotleth Giant. And Bounty of Might. That's disappointing. Focus. Right, this thing's driving me crazy. Stop clinging. Yeah. Sorry about that. Are we gonna focus? Are we gonna focus here? And we focus. And we focus. Focus. We're trying. Well, it's Bounty Might. 3 modes. Well, not really modes, just choose 3. Choose all. Target creature gets +3 until end of turn. You get to do it 3 times. So mix and match your targets. Come on, we need some shocks. Might of the Masses. Don't want to mix in my rares with the commons. Yeah, I'm basically screwed at this point for a good mythic, honestly. Disinformation Campaign is busted. Just so much card advantage over the course of the game. Pelt Collector, I'm fine picking up some of him. Seems like a good, like if I don't go Selesnya, then I'm going mono green. He seems fine for a mono green deck as a 1-drop alongside Llanowar Elves. I will certainly be open plenty of packs of the set. I still have one more pre-release. I may or may not go tomorrow, but at the very least I get to pick up my guild kit. Smeltwort Minotaur, Rampaging Monument, Creeping Chill, which I'm excited to see what that does for Modern Dredge. And we have an Is It Rare copy, Expansion and Explosion. Copy target instant sorcery spell with a CMC 4 or less, and you may choose new targets. Explosion deals X damage to any target, and target player draws X cards. So that could be good in it as a deck. No Sphinx's Revelation for sure. Join Shields, had that in my pool today, did not play it. Because I don't think it's very good. It is not Heroic Intervention, no matter how hard it tries. It's basically Heroic Intervention, but you pay 3 more mana to untap your creatures. I'm good. Might be good in a anti-board wipe strategy if you really want to maintain your board and you have tap effects. I don't know. Just hop the sizzling here. Glaive of the Guild Pact. City Watch Sphinx. Hellkite Whelp. Midnight Reaper. Fine. Doesn't let you draw off tokens, so you can't really use it for an aristocrat strategy. Might see play some other ways. And it's a creature you control dies, so you can't even like play it and blow up one of their creatures and hope to get some value off of it. Alright, we have Ledev Champion. Silent Dart. Crawl Swarm. Ooh, Watergrave. So that would be Shockland number dose out of this box. And some Gate in the token. Yeah, the seeded boosters are super powerful. They can be, at least. Super consistently builds your guild colors, and then obviously you just splash a 3rd or 4th color if you can. I was pretty greedy, I would say, with my colors. I was 4 colors and 16 lands, but I wanted to splash for a couple red removal spells and have black available for status and statue. Ledev Champion. Might of the Masses. Crawl Swarm. Chance for Glory. Another garbage mythic. Another mythic that would see play in a Red White Angels deck if I still had it up. It's interesting. That's all I have to say about it. It's 4 mythics in one box, so it's very improbable at this point that I'll get anything else. I don't even remember the mythics in this set that I would even really care to open besides Divine Visitation. The 6/6 with Trample and Hexproof and the Word Soup is probably good for the mono green deck I was just talking about. But Goblin Cratermaker, Smolder Hulk, Swath Cutter Giant, Amara, and a foil Cosmotronic Wave. Amara's pretty interesting. I don't really know where I would even use her outside of some specific standard deck. Maybe she'll be in a white-green good stuff deck. I don't know. Convoke is pretty... Convoke definitely has some powerful cards. Oh, March of the Multitudes. That's what I prefer to get mythics of that variety. Invert and Invent. Going into the tournament today, I did not know what most of the split cards did, which is not great. I mean, they're all in not Selesnya. Really, that's not true. Selesnya has some. All right, the rare for this is a split card. Connive and Concoct. Gain control of target creature with power 2 or less. Surveil 3. Then return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So both good. Nothing beyond that, though. To kick this up a little bit in terms of speed, so I don't run out of memory again. Arboretum Elemental, District Guide, Discovery Dispersal, and the rare's Bounty Agent, of which I opened many on MTG Arena. Boil and Ultra Rain's kind of neat, especially with the Matrix Rain that's happening there. And an Angel Token. Bounty Agent, maybe sideboard play in that green-white good stuff deck I was talking about before the mono-green deck. Okay. Lava Coil. Pilfering Imp. Wee Dragonauts. And the rare is Firemind's Research. So, sure. Fine for a Spells Matter theme. It's good that it only costs 2 mana at least. Usually cards that require you to do a Spells Matter deck require you to pay 3 just to get them into play, and then you have to start doing stuff to make them valuable. Murmuring Mystic is extremely busted in the Izzet deck. The Guildmage, Plague Crafter, Erratic Cyclops. Sure. Spells Matter creature. Gotcha. 08 gets a bunch of power specifically when you cast a non-creature spell. Equal to its CMC. Flourish and Finish. Or Flower and Flourish. Sunhome Stalwart. Conclave Guildmage. And Experimental Frenzy. Wah, wah, wah. I don't really know where you even play that. I also don't know how you do a monotone wah wah wah. You're supposed to put some sarcastic heart into it. I did the midnight pre-release last night and the 1 p.m. pre-release today. I didn't go home last night until 4:30 because thank God they constricted to 4 rounds. Unfortunately, we had this pre-release sold out hardcore. Full room. Ritual of Soot. Full room, and there was definitely concern that there just wouldn't be enough chairs available to seat everyone. We had 50 to 60 people for the midnight pre-release, and then about that many today, if not more. Selesnya, unfortunately, was Selesnya and Boros are the least picked guilds, which is fair. But I went 5-1 with Selesnya today, so if you can aggro out, you can get there. Integrity, Invention, Price of Fame, Sinister Sabotage, Beast Whisper, yes. I want him for my mono green deck, so mono green EDH deck. Very, very powerful. My opponent resolved one and I couldn't kill it the game was pretty much in my favor, and then they just kind of completely rubber banded after casting that spell and letting it resolve. Is not a fair card. Conclave Tribunal. Especially since a lot of the removal in this set is enchantments and stuff that doesn't actually remove the creature from the board. Oh, I didn't know that card existed. Sure. Venerated Lockstone. Yes. If I'm going to play a tokens deck, then that one's probably going to be important. I was able to trade into 1 copy of History of New Benalia. I was not fortunate enough to open any copies the entire time I played Dominaria. Flower Flourish, Unicorn, Thought Erasure, And Narcomoeba, sure. I already have a playset because I play Modern Dredge. I actually got the art from the Modern Masters. I like the border. But this one does have a guy fishing with a cat on it, so, you know, gotta stay on brand with the cats. Lot Left Giant. Golgari Fine Broker. Temple Garden, and I buried one of the uncommons. And a foiled Disdainful Stroke. Fully on board with a Temple Garden. That's 3 shocks so far. Which is probably about the average. I remember... Actually, no, it's probably... Maybe the average is 4, just because I remember... Although Modern Masters is a smaller set. I remember the average number of fetch lands you can get in like a Master set was like 2 or something. Kraken and Drake. But you have less rares to choose from. Circuitous Route. Okran Assassin. And we have a Tajik. I have Glowing Armor. I think you're so cute. Alright, we're down to the last 6 packs. Let's bust through them. Pretty quickly, actually, because my camera is running out of memory. Chemister's Insight. Just going to burn through these uncommons. And the Swiftblade Vindicator. I opened one in my pool today and couldn't play it because I didn't have an early enough splash on red. And I'm just going to burn through these uncommons pretty quickly. Omnispell Adept. Probably jam it into a blue EH deck at some point. Charnel Troll, probably good in a Golgari creature deck. Maybe mono green wants to keep its black splash. Another Firemind's Research. Probably just going to bust to the rares on the last 2 packs just because I am out of time. We have Legion's Warboss. Not too impressed with that card. Much like Amara, it's like you have to attack with a 2/2, so hope it survives. And my last rare is Camaraderie. Did have a foil Crawl Foragers, but cool.